Have you ever wondered what it takes to go from the bright lights of Hollywood to being completely blacklisted? Some of the biggest stars in the world have been shut out of the industry for reasons ranging from personal scandals to career-ending controversies. In today's video, we're diving into the stories of celebrities who once had it all, but suddenly found themselves pushed to the sideline. Stay tuned, guys, because some of these stories will shock you. You see, Hollywood is a place where fame can rise as quickly as it falls, and for these celebrities, the fall was a hard one. From stars who were once beloved to those who became notorious for their actions off-screen, their blacklisting was swift and unforgiving. But what led to their sudden downfall? Did they make one too many mistakes? Or did Hollywood decide their fate for other reasons? Let's start with one of the most talked about cases of blacklisting. A star who went from winning an Oscar to being cast out from the industry. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson was once a powerhouse in Hollywood. He wasn't just an actor, he was an icon. His role in Mad Max cemented him as a leading man, and he became even more of a household name with films like Lethal Weapon and Braveheart. In fact, Braveheart not only earned him critical acclaim, but also won him an Academy Award for Best Director. For a time, Gibson had it all: fame, fortune, and an undeniable presence in the film industry. But in 2006, everything started to unravel. Gibson was arrested for driving under the influence, DUI, and during the arrest, he made a series of anti-Semitic remarks to the officer. Those comments were recorded and made headlines around the world. The scandal hit hard, and Hollywood's treatment of him quickly changed. He became a pariah, with many industry leaders distancing themselves from the actor. Gibson issued a public apology, but the damage was done. Unfortunately for Gibson, the DUI scandal was just the beginning. Over the years, even more disturbing details about his personal life emerged. In 2010, leaked recordings surfaced in which Gibson made even more racist, misogynistic, and violent comments, which were directed at his then-girlfriend Oksana Grigorieva. These tapes painted a picture of a man who seemed completely out of control, further alienating him from the Hollywood elite. As a result, major studios began to pull away from working with him. His projects stalled, and Gibson found himself without major roles for a long time. The actor tried to remain relevant, but his career appeared to be over. Then came 2016. That year, Gibson made his directorial comeback with Hacksaw Ridge, a World War II film based on the true story of Desmond Doss, a conscientious objector who saved 75 men during the Battle of Okinawa without carrying a weapon. The film was a success, earning 6 Academy Award nominations, including Best Director for Gibson. Hacksaw Ridge showed that Gibson still had the talent to create something powerful and emotionally resonant. The film's success allowed him to slowly inch his way back into the Hollywood fold. Despite this, Gibson's reputation remains deeply fractured. While some people in Hollywood were willing to give him a second chance, others have remained hesitant, and he still faces a lot of backlash from the public for his past behavior. His personal life and history of controversial statements continue to overshadow his professional achievements, making it difficult for him to regain the position he once had in Hollywood. Winona Ryder. Next up is Winona Ryder. She was the darling of Hollywood in the 90s, starring in cult classics like Beetlejuice and Heathers. But in 2001, she was arrested for shoplifting in Beverly Hills, and her career came crashing down. The media frenzy was brutal, and Hollywood didn't know what to do with her after that. Ryder took a break from acting and worked hard to regain her career, eventually finding success again in the hit show Stranger Things. Her comeback is one of Hollywood's more inspirational stories, but the fact remains that her shoplifting scandal left a lasting mark on her career. Sheen. His blacklisting isn't just about one big scandal. It's about a series of wild and bizarre events, from his public feud with 2.5 Men creator Chuck Lorre, to his infamous winning phase, and eventually, his highly publicized struggles with addiction and personal demons. Sheen became a walking tabloid headline. After being fired from 2.5 Men in 2011, Sheen's Hollywood career went into a tailspin. Despite several attempts at comebacks, including his role in anger management, he never truly regained the level of fame he once had. Hollywood, it seems, wasn't willing to forgive and forget. Paula Deen. Paula Deen was a beloved figure in American homes, known for her warm Southern hospitality and indulgent comfort food. She became a household name in the early 2000s with her popular Food Network show, Paula's Home Cooking, where she made everything from fried chicken to decadent desserts. Her down-to-earth persona and love for butter earned her fans across the nation, and she quickly expanded her brand. She launched a successful line of kitchen products, cookbooks, and even a restaurant chain, The Lady and Sons, which became a landmark in Savannah, Georgia. The Food Network, which had been the home of her hit shows, quickly severed ties with her, and several other brands, including major retailers like Walmart and Target, pulled their products from shelves. The fallout was so severe that she lost much of her endorsement deals and was essentially blacklisted by mainstream media and Hollywood. Despite issuing multiple apologies, including an emotional one on the Today Show, Dean's attempts to return to the public eye were met with limited success. She tried to rebuild her career by focusing on her restaurant business and launched a new cooking show on the digital platform Paula Dean Network. However, she's never fully recovered from the scandal that derailed her empire. Today, while Paula Dean still runs a successful restaurant business and enjoys a loyal fan base, her presence in mainstream entertainment is minimal, and she's seen as one of the celebrities who struggled to regain public favor after a significant fall from grace. Johnny Depp. The story of Johnny Depp's fall from grace is nothing short of dramatic. Once considered one of Hollywood's most charismatic and versatile actors, Depp was adored by fans and critics alike. For his eccentric portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, his quirky and versatile acting style earned him acclaim in films like Edward Scissorhand, Donnie Brasco, and Finding Neverland. At the height of his career, Depp was one of the highest-paid actors in the world and seemed virtually untouchable. However, Depp's fortunes took a turn in 2022 when he won a defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard. The trial captivated the public and Depp was awarded millions in damages. While Depp has yet to reclaim the same level of success and opportunity that he once enjoyed, his victory in the courtroom has sparked conversations about whether he'll make a successful comeback to major Hollywood productions. For now, though, his future in the industry is uncertain. Whether or not he can rebuild his career remains a topic of great speculation, and many are eagerly watching to see if Johnny Depp will finally get the redemption he's been seeking. Lindsay Lohan. Who could ever forget Lindsay Lohan? At her peak, Lindsay was the it girl, starring in films like Mean Girls and The Parent Trap. But a series of legal issues, rehab stints, and erratic behavior led to her being blacklisted by Hollywood for years. Despite her obvious talent, Lohan struggled to get her career back on track, and for a time she was considered a lost cause in the eyes of major studios. Today, Lindsay is working on rebuilding her life and career, but her Hollywood comeback is still in the works. Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe is one of the biggest names in Hollywood in the early 2000s, thanks to his roles in films like Gladiator and A Beautiful Mind. However, his reputation took a hit after multiple reports of violent outbursts, including the infamous phone throwing incident in 2005. After his behavior made headlines time and time again, Hollywood grew wary of working with him, and his roles became fewer and farther between. While Crowe has continued to act in smaller projects, his major star power has dimmed, and the industry has largely distanced itself from him. Katherine Heigl. Katherine Heigl was a darling of both TV and film with her role in Grey's Anatomy and romantic comedies like 27 Dresses. But her blunt comments about the show's writing and her public complaints about the roles she was offered led to a tarnished reputation in Hollywood. She turned down an Emmy nomination in 2008, stating that she didn't think her work that season was worthy of the nomination. Her comments were met with backlash, and she was quickly labeled as difficult to work with. Despite her talent, Heigl's blacklisting made it harder for her to land major roles, and her career took a hit from which it hasn't fully recovered. Which celebrity's blacklisting shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more behind-the-scenes looks at Hollywood's wildest stories.